And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Filmbox Podcast, an entertainment podcast about movies by a bunch of dudes who have been talking about movies for 2 years, but I would argue don't know jack shit about them. I'm your host, Aaron Souza. I'm joined today by Connor Jameson, Sam Majewski. How you guys doing?
Hello.
Doing good. How are you doing?
Doing all right. You know, it's a Thursday. You know what? I'm not doing all right, guys. I'll tell you right now. We're recording this a couple hours after we received some news, and I'm pretty bummed about it. So we might as well just get it out of the way now. In talking about it, tragically today we lost David Lynch, and that sucks. It really does.
Yep.
I mean, the guy was, if nothing else, a visionary and one of the most influential people in film to ever grace the screen. And the things he did cannot be replaced or replicated, really. So, rest in peace. And yeah, it's tough.
Rest in peace, indeed. I know it just came out recently too that he was battling
Emphysema.
emphysema from smoking. So it was really tough. But hopefully his suffering is over and he's at peace. So
Yep.
Thoughts and prayers for his family and friends.
Yes. So, yeah. But today we're here not to talk about David Lynch the whole episode. Instead, we are here to talk about. We're doing another little recap. We've been doing kind of like an awards sort of thing this whole month, and so we are now going to do a recap of our favorite movies from each month of 2024, which we're bringing back for this year. We did it last year too, which was a lot of fun.
You and me, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
Sam
don't
was
remember
there.
doing that.
Yeah, so I think it was just Connor and I, where we look back and instead of just giving out like overall awards for best of the year, like we did last week, we're going to take a look at each month of 2024 and pick out a best movie that came out in that month. So there's going to be some interesting ones, but stay tuned for that. First, though, we got to talk about what we've been watching lately because it's been a while. Sam, you want to kick us off on that one since you always go first?
Yeah, sure.
No, actually.
Actually, we're changing it up. We're not
Screw
doing
you.
that.
So we didn't do this last time, so we're going all the way back to the
new
first of the
year.
year. So I watched a total of 9 movies since the first of the year, which isn't terrible for me. Started the new year off with Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Continuing that series, and then I finally got around to watching Conclave. Excellent.
That was so funny too because I gave you my login.
Yep.
Because you were away on and whatever, so I gave you my login to Peacock to be able to watch it. And it was at night, and I was laying in bed, and I got an email that said, someone logged into your Peacock account from Colorado. I was like, oh, Sam's watching Conclave.
Yep. And I think I started at like 7 or 8 o'clock, so it would have been like 9 or 10 o'clock for you.
Oh, yeah, it was late for me. It's like, I leaned over to him, I was like, hey, Sam's watching Conclave right now. It's logged into my Peacock.
You
know it.
up. I'm trying to
Yeah,
sleep.
probably.
I don't care.
Then I also went on another 2024 possible Oscar nominee, Maria. That was a very good one. Then I went down a little bit and I watched The Lost City with Channing
That's
Tatum.
a choice.
I mean, it's on Netflix. Kayla said
Yeah.
she wanted to see it. It's all right. Then I watched Ghost Adventures Horror at Joe's Exotic Zoo.
What? What the hell is that?
It was a so Ghost Adventure. You know the show Ghost Adventures, right?
No.
No.
Audience, you know the Ghost the
Sound
TV
off
show
if you
Ghost
know it.
Adventures. So this is Zach Bagans, and they go to different places and they lock themselves in, and it's just them. There's like no camera crew, and while
Gotcha.
they like investigate the areas and stuff like that. And they did a special. So they do a bunch of specials that are like an hour and 15 minutes long. So I guess we can classify this as a movie, but it's not really a movie. It's on Letterboxd, so I logged it.
Hey, if it's on Letterboxd, it counts. You and 3 other people logged that one.
Yeah, so there's probably less than 200 ratings on Letterboxd.
Yeah, this would have done numbers in the
about right.
pandemic.
Yeah.
They missed the boat.
But yeah, they did a special at Joe Exotic Zoo.
Good God.
So
is it
watch
haunted
that.
or?
Yeah.
They ran out of actually haunted places, and they were like, "Well, we got to do something."
And then I wanted Den of Thieves 2 released this month, so I haven't seen the first one, so I watched the first one. And then the same day I went to go Den of Thieves 2. So I watched
Review coming soon.
Review coming soon. Then I was still in a Jared Butler mojo, so I rewatched Olympus Has Fallen. And then I finished off my list at watching The Greatest Showman, which I actually have not seen before. So
Very nice. Very nice. And what are you drinking?
Oh, you know what I'm drinking.
Milk.
That does not look like milk. Is that an Arnold Palmer?
It is.
All right. I will go next. I saw 11 movies since the start of the year, which is a little bit low, or at least lower than I expected. Started the year with... So I started the year off like trying to catch up on some 2024 movies that I hadn't seen yet. So I started my first watch of 2024 is The Substance. And let me tell you, great fucking movie. And let me also tell you, we fucked up, guys. We didn't put Demi Moore on that Best Actress list, our predictions, and we fucked
one of
up.
us
again.
One of us wanted it, right?
Once again, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
And I
guy.
think
well.
I backed you up or something
Yeah.
like that.
Hey, man. I didn't...
Listen,
hey,
I haven't
I'll
touched
own
my
it.
ballot. I haven't touched my ballot. When the Oscars come around and she's on it, I will post mine and wipe my ass with it. I don't care.
Look, I'll own it. I was wrong. She's great. She deserves a nomination. She might win. Probably not. Well, no. I still think Mikey Madison's going to win, but it's close. She might win, and it would be deserved if she did. Follow that up with probably the worst Oscar movie I've ever seen with Emilia Perez. That was terrible.
I will say, and I had this thought while Sam was going, not to cut you off, but it is so funny because since we're just now talking about all the movies we've watched after we've shared our thoughts on like during the Golden Globes and the awards, it's just so funny to hear like me and you have trashed that movie.
Yeah, a lot.
And now it's like, yeah, I finally watched it for the first time.
Yeah, I watched. Hey guys, I watched. No, when we recorded all of those, I had already seen it. But yeah, no, Emilia Perez sucks. I've hated it even more since I saw it. To the point where I think I might actually drop the rating down a little bit from a 2-star down further down because it's just insulting.
I've seen so many TikToks and it's just like, it's so funny because every time you hear something about it, there's just something else to get upset about.
Yeah, right.
Like I saw a TikTok and it was like, the music sucks.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's not great.
Like the Penis to Vagina song is
Probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
Fundamentally a bad song, just lyric wise, but also like musically, like the person I wish I had.
I saw this TikTok.
Yeah, they were saying how they're like, yeah, this song makes no sense. Like the beat
rhythmically,
does not
the emphasis is in the wrong spots.
Yeah, it's like
it's literally a guy who doesn't speak English wrote it down and said, "This is how I think they would pronounce it," and didn't think about it after that.
Yeah, that movie was for sure shot in one take, and they were like, "Yeah, we're done."
What's
we're
the
good.
what's the big like thing about it? I guess that's getting so much Oscar
Everything.
fame.
Oh,
I-
like Oscar love?
Yeah.
It's bold. I'll give it that.
I think it's bold, and I think because of certain topics it addresses, I think a lot of people are going to feel good about themselves for voting for it.
Yeah. But there are way better musicals. And yeah, it's just not good.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, you probably
I don't
should,
want
'cause it's
to,
gonna get an
but-
Oscar nom.
I was gonna say I
Yeah,
don't
no,
want to
it's gonna
watch
get
it,
an
but
Oscar
I
nom.
should
Fucking
probably.
Fucking racking up the nominations.
Yeah.
Like every fucking award that's being like announced, it's like Honora won, Amelia Perez 2, Conclave won, Amelia Perez 2.
Yeah, it just
Brutal.
blows my
It's
mind.
just-
But like, and I gotta say too, speaking of awards, the BAFTAs awards nominees just came out, and they gave Sing Sing Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Actor, and Best Supporting Actor noms, but didn't give it Best Film,
Picture.
Best Picture nom, and it gave it to Amelia Perez over Sing Sing, and that's laughable. That's like disgustingly laughable.
Yes. Oh, yeah, 2.6 on Letterboxd.
Oh, it's bad. It is bad. But enough about Amelia Perez.
yeah, we
for
gotta
now.
move on.
Gladiator 2 is the next movie that I watched, which was fun, but also really did not know what was going on in the middle of that movie. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ridley was just kind of like, shoot it all. I don't give a flying rat's
I was
ass.
gonna say I feel like I enjoyed it. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased on that one.
Yeah.
But I just think I didn't feel connected to the brothers as much as I hoped to. Like
Nah.
they should have done something different with them, you know.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It just felt like it was kind of coasting for a while in the middle part of the movie.
Yeah.
And yeah. Follow that up with Alien Romulus, which I enjoyed. I would have enjoyed a lot more if it didn't have Ian Holm deepfake in it. That was weird and
That-
unnecessary.
Yeah, worse for a movie that looked so fucking amazing.
Hmm.
To also have one of the ugliest decisions
Yeah.
of the year probably is baffling.
Yeah. I mean, I could get it if you brought him back as the same character for like a one scene cameo. Sure, okay. It's still not like the most ethical choice, but I get it. They just brought the dude back from the dead to play a totally new character with way too many scenes in it.
Literally, if you really wanted to do it, put his voice in a computer.
Yeah, right. There you go. You know?
And bada bing, bada boom. Because like the problem a lot of people have with that movie is it took way too much from like the originals,
Mhm.
and I feel like that's a better compromise.
Yeah, right.
But keep going.
Watch 50-50, the Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie, which was very heart-wrenching. But it was good. I enjoy Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Obviously, he's one of my top 5 favorite actors. I just like everything he does, so I enjoyed that movie. Follow that up with Up in the Air, the George Clooney comedy drama from 2009, which was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. It's going to be one of my favorites on rewatch because it's an easy watch, super enjoyable. Anna Kendrick's in it, so it was fun. Em and I watched Crazy Stupid Love after that, which was great. And then I kind of dove into some journalism movies because I had a vibe for that. Watched Spotlight, which was 2015 Best Picture winner, starring Michael Keaton and Mark Ruffalo, and I'm missing names and it's very embarrassing. Rachel McAdams. So that was really awesome about the team at the Boston Globe who uncovered the Catholic Church pedophile scandal in the early 2000s. That was intense. Follow that up with an entry into my Letterboxd top 4, guys. This one had a big impact on me, and I didn't expect it. It's All the President's Men. from 1976.
Ooh, that's a good one. With
I
Hoffman
had
and
never seen it before.
Redford.
Yeah, with Robert Redford,
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman. I had never seen it before. If you don't know the movie, it's about the team, the Washington Post, who uncovered the depth of the Watergate scandal. This movie blew me away. I mean, it was thrilling, it was intense, it was smart, it was excellently shot, excellently written. I mean, it just blew me away. So I really feel good about. I gave it a 5-star, and it's on my top 4 now. I mean, I can't not put it there.
What did I? Because it was on my film appreciation.
Yeah. Then M wanted to watch My Girl with Macaulay Culkin and Jamie Lee Curtis and Dan Aykroyd. And that was fine. I didn't really like it all that much, especially because, spoiler alert, they randomly fucking murder Macaulay Culkin's character.
Random. It's the best part of the movie.
No, it's stupid. It's
Where are
stupid.
his glasses? He can't see without his glasses.
It's emotional clickbait.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You
Um,
heartless bitch.
Yeah. And then finally yesterday watched Zootopia, which was a lot of fun. All right, that's it. We gotta keep it rolling along.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I have a Blue Moon, cracking open a cold one for Mr. David Lynch. Blue Moon, Blue Velvet,
Yeah.
close enough.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, remember how I said I was watching like a movie a day, and I probably wouldn't do that again?
Mm-hmm.
I lied.
Yeah, you've done it again.
Folks, I've done it again. So started off same as you. I wanted to find some movies that from the past year that I hadn't seen. So I started off with Sing Sing. That movie's awesome. It's a fucking shame that it's even in that Oscar gray area.
Yeah.
Then watch Janet Planet. It's cool. I just can't connect to it.
Shot in Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's
The
cool.
mall that has like a brief scene in the mall there is Sam is the Eastfield Mall in Janet Planet. They filmed
That's
there
cool.
before they tore it down. It's now
Oh, wow.
gone. You cannot see it anymore. But you can see it preserved forever in Janet Planet now.
Sick. I just
Yeah.
don't like the granola vibe of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Then I also watched The Substance. It's awesome. Go watch it. I watched A Real Pain. That movie's really good too. I think the dinner scene with Jesse Eisenberg giving his monologue is maybe one of the best scenes of the entire year. Then I rewatched Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire, because I put it on for my dog Nathan, and I ended up watching it with him.
That's a line that I've never thought I'd hear in my life.
I put on Godzilla X Kong for my dog Nathan, but I ended up watching it too. Write it down.
Yeah, dude. I still hate my Letterboxd review is I still hate the people, but watching Godzilla spear Kong into a pyramid is crack. It's awesome. But then I watched Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. I always just love Wallace and Gromit. Always a big fan. Gromit, again, top 2. Cinema Dog, and he's not number 2. Then I watched 27 Dresses with Erin and her friend Chelsea. It's a good little rom-com. I like the Benny and the Jets scene. Then I watched The Sting because I wanted to get some movies off my watch list. Big fan of Paul Newman. He's probably one of my favorite older actors. Robert Redford too. Really good watch. Then I watched Flow, the silent cat movie that's stealing everyone's hearts right now. And let me tell you, Nathan did not like that movie because of the cat, but I did. That movie's awesome. It's so beautiful. What's not beautiful is the next movie, Craven the Hunter.
Yikes.
That movie's terrible.
Yikes.
It's booty cheeks. I think it's even worse than Madam Web.
Yee.
Then on the recommendation of Sam, I watched Boy Kills World. That movie's pretty fun.
It's a fun one. It's not it's not a good movie. It's a fun movie.
Yeah. Listen, I like Bill Skarsgård a lot. A lot. I would love just watching him kill a bunch of nameless dudes, even if I know I texted it to you guys. They probably shouldn't have just given the guards gun because they were pretty fucking useless.
Yeah.
Then I watched The Order. Really good true story based on a true story. The movie that really cemented Nicholas Holt's best resume win at the Film Box Awards. Go check it out if you haven't heard. Rewatched Singing in the Rain because I've really wanted to watch it again. That movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. That's pure crack cocaine. Then, like I said the last time, me and my dad saw Nosferatu. He really liked it, but the first thing he said to me as soon as it ended was, "Boy, that was long."
Oh, interesting.
But
How
then
long
he
is
was,
it?
it's like, that's over 2 hours.
It is 133 minutes, so it's just wow. That's really not even that long. It's
No,
just
it's not.
over 2 hours. It's just
No.
yee.
No, but then he immediately was like, "No, but that was really good."
Mm.
Then I was in the mood to keep watching some older movies. I know I'm not doing the film appreciation with you guys anymore, but film appreciation's still going with me. Because I watched Rebel Without a Cause, the James Dean movie. That one's very good. Followed it up with Summertime with Katharine Hepburn. It's all right. Not as whimsical as I would have hoped. Rewatched Breakfast at Tiffany's again with Erin and her friend Chelsea. Again, really like that movie. Just cut Mickey Rooney from it, and we are talking about one of the best. And today, I watched The Hunt for Red October because it's still on my watch list and I had to get it off. It's very good. Very good. And that's it.
Interesting. Good.
18 movies, 16 days.
That's insane.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's dive in then. And
And I got a bubbly.
oh, bubbly. Yeah, nice. Let's
Thanks.
dive in to our main topic today. We're going to be talking about the best movies from each month of 2024. And we'll kick it off with January.
January.
Dumpuary, as they say.
Yeah, January is not known for bangers.
But there are some interesting ones in here that I definitely want to talk about. First off, one of the ones I want to mention, and it's not we forget about it because it didn't come out technically in 2024, but it did
So I
come
don't
out.
count it.
Well, it
count
had like
the
limited
actual
release, whatever. But I just want to mention Society of the Snow came to Netflix, which is it is a Netflix movie. It came to Netflix on January 4th of 2024. And it's not really a technical one, but I want to talk about it because that movie is really, really good. And if you're unfamiliar with Society of the Snow, it is what is it? The Uruguayan flight with the Chile, the Uruguayan rugby team. They're flying to Chile. They crash in the Andes Mountains and they had to survive for weeks. It was insane. Really, really intense. Really, really good. Yeah, really, really great. But obviously it didn't come out technically in 2024, so we're not counting it for this one. Any others that you guys have in here?
So the only two that I've seen is Lift, which is also a Netflix film. It's the one with Kevin Hart, and then ISS.
Yep. Did you watch The Beekeeper?
I didn't. I wasn't able to watch. No.
Yeah. Oh, you watched.
I need to. Yeah, I need to watch that one. But I know Connor, you did, right?
Yeah. Beekeeper is like
typical Jason Statham.
It's pretty Jason Statham. I know he has basically the exact same movie coming out this January, or like I think it's January or maybe it's February, March, something called Working Man.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of the TikTok where it's just like that one guy's like every Statham movie's like, I'm retired. I'm not coming back for a job. Oh, you got a job?
What's the job?
Oi, oi, you got a job?
Oi.
It's like, oh, you haven't heard of me? I'm the beekeeper.
You heard of me?
I'm the working man. Yeah, I mean, Beekeeper is, I would say it's definitely an honorable mention because it's a good dad movie.
Mm-hmm. And to be fair, we also had that in 2023 with Operation Fortune. So he's going on 3 years running of just ruse de guerre. I'm retired. I work alone. You got a team? What's the job? It's like shut up, Jason. Shut up. Get out of here.
I don't mind. I like him. I was
gonna say
he's not bad.
Somehow he does the exact same thing like every time, but he manages to stay very likable.
Yeah, he knows how to make an action movie. That's about it.
Yeah.
Don't ask him to put on any real acting chops like in a heavy drama, but man, you want him to punch some dudes, he's got it.
Aaron, you watched Mean Girls and Book of Clarence, right?
Yeah, Mean Girls is not good. Book of Clarence is disappointing. It's just Mean Girls. The Mean Girls movie is a musical adaptation of the Broadway musical, not the original movie. But it has some of the same actors playing the same roles as the original movie, like Tina Fey, and it's not good. It's just not good. Book of Clarence, yeah, the Book of Clarence was a cool idea that I think was just not done very well. One that I think the one that really stands out for me that I've seen is Sometimes I Think About Dying, which is the Daisy Ridley kind of melodrama about this very mundane, boring office woman who always thinks about her death. And it's really interesting. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of like flatline, like mundane sort of energy, but it's kind of, it held my attention for a while.
I was gonna say, I got two movies that really stuck out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Hundreds of Beavers.
Yes.
Because
yes,
that movie is just Looney Tunes in real life.
Yeah.
But Self-Reliance, the Jake Johnson, he's like essentially just in a game where people are trying to kill him, and if he survives, he gets I forget how much, maybe like $1 million or something.
That sounds so much like Jackpot.
It pretty much is. But it's not great. Like, it's a very, like, nothing of note ends up happening at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no tension. It's not really played as an action. It's more of like a comedy. So it's not that great, but I know we talked about it during the awards show, but Which Brings Me to You was probably like one of those movies that should not have been as good as I liked it. But like just the way they handled like these two people exploring each other's past, I found it so interesting. Nat Wolff, what's her name?
I don't know. It is lost. It is gone from my memory.
Lucy Hale. just
There
the
you
way
go.
they explore each other's relationships is very fascinating. That's my pick for my favorite movie.
All right.
Because
I mean,
it's really a dump in January.
yeah. Look, I probably am gonna have to give it to Hundreds of Beavers just because of the grip it has on the wacky, goofy nature of everyone. But all right, so that's what I'm gonna go with is Hundreds of Beavers. That's my choice. Sam, what about you? What's your choice?
Yeah. Well, out of the two ones that I've seen, I mean, ISS was a better film than Lift. Again, wasn't a great film, but it was an interesting concept, and
Yep.
it was, yeah. I mean, it was I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was interesting.
All right, let's turn to February. And February is another one where it's kind of a mixed bag of things. And you get kind of all sorts of different. You could get really, really bad. You could get some good stuff. One of the ones I want to bring up, which again it got its U.S. release in February, was How to Have Sex, the UK teen drama film coming of age. Really, really good, really gripping kind of look at being a college student or whatever it is.
No pun intended. Right?
In
really gripping.
What?
No pun intended. Really gripping, Aaron.
It's actually not like. It's a kind of a depressing movie.
It is kind of a depressing movie, but I see your pun and I commend you for it.
It's not the joke you want to make for a movie like that.
No, it is actually kind of depressing. But in a way that's like really, it makes you think. I don't think the title is very good of this movie, but that is what it is.
All right. I have 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously Madam Web is our front runner.
Mm-hmm.
No. So Lisa Frankenstein probably is my favorite movie of the month. Just because it's fun, it's wacky, it's quirky, and it's lifeful, and that's a lot more than you're gonna get from a lot of movies. The Taste of Things.
U.S. release once again.
Yeah. So I mean, we won't count it, but that's a really good movie about just like appreciating the beauty of like cooking with like the intimacy of cooking with someone. And then Marmalade. That one was really well done. I'm blanking on his name now. Joe Keery.
There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of not like a crime thriller, but it's like a comedy of him in jail, and he breaks out. But it's a really well done story. That at no point are you like bored or like it doesn't lose you at any point out of suspense.
Sam, do you have any picks for this month?
Yeah, I watched the Bob Marley One Love movie, the documentary.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. It was the way the direction they put the movie in was a little bit weird, and I didn't really like it, but it was a pretty solid movie. What's his name? Ben Kingsley Ben-Adir. Kingsley Ben-Adir, yes. He I think he did an excellent job at portraying Bob Marley. That's pretty much the only one I've watched in February besides Madam Web. But I heard that Aaron, you went to go see Orion in the Dark, right? How was that?
Orion in the Dark is fun. It is a Netflix animated movie. It's not anything like particularly standout, but I enjoy the animation style a decent amount, and also found that it like told a good message. It was kind of the very end, like they kind of were a little shaky on the landing. It
No, I
got
think
really
the
weird.
Ending kind of ruined it for me. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it was really kind of weird right at the end, but the story that they told was good up until that point. So it was a 3-star movie for me, I think.
And then I also watched Argyle, which was disappointing
that's-
too. So
the only other one I want to shout out is Suncoast, which I really enjoyed when I watched it, but hasn't been a movie I've thought about since. But that was my first introduction to Nico Parker, who is excellent in that movie. And Nico Parker is got some good stuff coming up. Nico Parker is How to Train Your Dragon, the live action. She plays Astrid in the new live action How to Train Your Dragon. So she was good in it. I think it benefited in my mind subconsciously from being a February release, because I initially gave it a 4.5, but like as I remembered it, I was like, no, it's not a 4.5 movie. But it came out in just such a period of bad that it was like skewed my mind.
yeah, my pick would have to be Bob Marley.
Yep, I'm going with probably Suncoast.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Lisa.
Yeah,
Good
I
old
didn't see
Lisa.
Lisa Frankenstein, so
Yeah.
All right, well, March.
There should be we have a common theme here.
Yeah, March is there's a big one that came out in March. But before we talk about the big one, we gotta talk about some of this other stuff. Kung Fu Panda 4 was bad. Yep.
Ricky Stenicki, you enjoyed.
Ricky Stenicki, man, that was fun. Yeah.
Connor didn't really enjoy it as much as you. So
It's like it had moments.
Yeah, it was fun.
Just not enough moments. Imaginary was ass.
Love Lies Bleeding.
That movie was good.
Yeah, that's definite like an under the radar one that people really loved.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
not good.
Godzilla
Damsel-
X Kong, the New Empire. Oh, Damsel.
Damsel was not good.
Godzilla X Kong.
Chimera.
Spaceman wasn't that good, right?
I still need to see it.
No, Spaceman was really not great. What is it? La Chimera was 2023 technically, right?
It might have been one of those like
it was.
festival and then
Yeah, it was a 2023, but then got a theater release in 2024. We're not counting that.
I mean, I count the theatrical.
Arthur the King wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't
Asphalt
bad.
City was I didn't watch Asphalt City. I watched.
No,
a
I
different
did,
one.
but it was kind of like a nothing movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Problemista, I heard, was pretty good.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
pretty good. One Life it's okay.
But through all of that, the big one from March is
Roadhouse.
Dune. Dune Part 2 came out in
It's
March,
gotta
and
be.
that wins.
That wins.
Yeah.
But you still had Immaculate was very good.
It was immaculate, you might say.
Indeed.
No, that's a
Late
job
Night with
board.
the Devil.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's another good one.
Yep.
Why was that not bold on this list?
I don't
It's a
know.
very big movie.
I don't know. But yeah, no. Dune Part 2 is generational as far as sci-fi goes. And it's crazy that it came out in March of all months. But so I think that one's fairly easy to pick.
Oh yeah.
April had a lot of good stuff.
April had a lot. I was looking through it. It has a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Started off the month with Musica, which is definitely should not be overlooked. It's the Rudy Mancuso musical movie that he wrote and directed and choreographed and but wrote, directed, created the music for, composed and choreographed. He stars in it as well with Camila Mendes, his real life girlfriend. Really awesome, really well done. Kind of a interesting, unique take on musicals, which I have a bit of a soft spot for. But this is excellent. So if you haven't seen it, go watch Musica.
But I mean, First Omen came out.
Yep.
That's one of the best horror movies of the year. Monkey Man,
Monkey
one of the
Man.
best action movies of the year.
Civil War was
good.
awesome.
The Beast, I know a lot of people love that one. I'm still trying to find it. Greatest Hits, I like that one a decent amount. People's Joker, apparently a lot of people like that one.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver.
You love that one, I know.
Sasquatch Sunset.
Yeah, Sasquatch Sunset, man, that movie reeks. It's so bad.
Yeah, Abigail was great.
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare was not bad.
Yup. We Grown Now was good as well.
We said Challengers.
Challengers is, I mean, that's the big one.
Yeah. We reviewed it.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
I literally have a poster on my wall of Challengers, so.
Boy Kills World we just talked about.
Yep. There's a lot of April was the first month that was really, you could say top to bottom was pretty solid.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, my vote is going to be for Challengers.
Yeah, it's a real toss up for me between Challengers, First Omen, and Monkey Man. I mean, those are all 4.5-star movies for me.
I gotta go with Monkey Man.
Yeah,
it's a good pick.
They all brought something different.
Yep. And so now we start to move into the summer season. We've got May. May brings us movies like The Idea of You, which Connor, you saw.
Yeah. That was it was all right. I think a lot of people like that more than me, but
yeah,
it was a big year for older women and younger men.
Yeah, it was a bit. Was that the same month that? What was the other one that came out? A Family Affair.
Yeah.
That one was weird too. No, that was July. Because I remember because I was on vacation with Em with her family, and she and I watched that in the basement of the house that we rented on the pull-out couch, and the reclining couch down there, and we both were watching it like, what do we do? What is this?
I think that was one of those movies where I started watching it. I immediately went to the spreadsheet we have, and I was like, please tell me I'm not reviewing this. And I saw your name, and I was like, thank God, and I clicked out of it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this. I don't like it. I like Zac Efron. That's it. I don't like a lot of other people in this movie.
Yeah.
The Fall Guy was a big
Fall
one.
Guy was in there, yeah.
I saw the TV Glow, one of the better horror movies of the year as well.
Unfrosted.
Ooh, Unfrosted, Aaron.
Yeah, Unfrosted. That one was bad.
Kingdom.
Back to Black. If is there, Sam.
Yeah, If was good.
Yeah.
Furiosa.
Oh, Atlas. Atlas
Connor.
came out in May.
Connor.
Garfield movie.
Oh, Hitman came out.
Hitman
came I was gonna say. Well, I don't know why that's not bolded on this list, but Hitman was awesome.
Because I don't think I think Hitman came out on Netflix in June.
Yeah, Hitman's rocks.
Hitman's rocks.
Hitsman's rocks.
Hitman rock.
Yeah. But also Furiosa came out in May.
Yeah.
So I know you guys really like Furiosa.
I gotta give it to Furiosa. I think.
Yeah, Furiosa is tough because there's also In a Violent Nature, which was it's a controversial opinion.
Mhm.
I fucking love In a Violent Nature. I know a lot of people found it kind of boring because a lot of shots are just of the killer walking through the woods.
Mhm.
I thought it was cinematic as hell. It was kind of peaceful.
There you go.
And then the kills were fucking incredible. So
Hey, that's what you want.
exactly.
Um,
But yeah, Furiosa is a top 3 movie for me.
yeah, I'm giving it to Hitman just because I'm not a big Mad Max guy. I don't really like that series all that much. So, you know.
You're lame.
Yeah. All right, June. Again, getting into the summer months here. We have some good movies. I think Daddy-O
Quieter
was
months
very
for me.
good.
Inside Out
Um,
2.
You know, Daddy-O was good. A Family Affair actually came out in June, not July, as I'm seeing now. So, you know.
The Watchers wasn't that great. What else did I watch?
Inside Out 2
Horizon.
was pretty good.
Oh, I gotta talk about Horizon.
Oh gosh.
I was talking to my dad today, and he was
Mhm.
like, you know, I started watching this movie, and it was Kevin Costner movie, new movie, and I was like, Horizon. He was like, yeah, Horizon. I didn't like it. It was really boring, and I was like, yeah, that sounds about right from what
It
I've
wasn't-
heard about Horizon.
I could see how people think it was be boring. I didn't mind it as much.
Well, he said it's just like so slow moving.
Yeah, it's such a long movie, and it
Yeah,
could be
it's
taken
long.
down.
He was like, I saw the first like half of it, and I had to turn it off. I was like, man, nothing's going on, like whatever. And I came back to it, and I watched 20 minutes of it, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. But he had the same complaint for Dances with Wolves as well, of like it's just so slow moving and just takes forever to do anything, which I get, you know, kind of Kevin Costner's style, especially in westerns.
Oh yeah,
like really
Black
lingers.
Barbie.
Black Barbie. What in the world?
More than just a doll.
Yeah, no.
All right, well.
Kinds of Kindness, the Yorgos Lanthimos follow-up to Poor Things, which I could not stand. I hated it so much.
I didn't mind it that much.
It was bad. No, I didn't like it.
You didn't get it. You're not cool.
Bike Riders,
Yeah, no.
Thelma.
Bike Riders, yeah. The
Thelma's
Connor, I
Exorcism.
was gonna say Connor. I know you like Thelma.
Thelma's really good. You guys should watch it.
I will.
What's it on?
Hulu.
Hulu. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Hulu. The Exorcism was straight ass. My dad asked me about that one. He was like, "Oh, I forget why we were talking about Russell Crowe, but he was like, doesn't Russell Crowe have a movie? Or you know what it was? We were I think it was after we saw Conclave, and he was like, because my dad's pretty religious, and he was like, you know, I saw one with Russell Crowe recently, and I was like, The Pope's Exorcist, and he was like, no, the better one, and I was like, Dad, there is no better one.
The Exorcism? It's the same movie.
It's not. First off, don't. I don't think The Pope's Exorcist is good, but The Exorcism is
Worse.
so boring.
Damn.
So-
Do you think that Russell Crowe had like a moment where he got both of those scripts and said like yes to one of them, and then got the second one? It was like, I already said yes to this, and then approved it, didn't even look at it, and then his agent looked at him and was like, Russell, why did you book 2 straight exorcism movies? And he was like, I did what?
I forget the story, but I'm pretty sure The Exorcism was filming first, but then COVID shut it down. So then he took the Pope's Exorcist, and then after that, I think they were able to get the exorcisms get going again, and they're like, "Hey, Russell, we're back," and he's like, "Ah, shit, I forgot about this one."
Oh man.
It's like, can I get my moped? And they're like, no. And he's like, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, damn, no moped.
Man,
Um,
we gotta talk about Russell Crowe on a fucking all time decline.
yeah,
This 2024 is
not good. Also got to throw out "Am I Okay?" was a good movie on Max.
Quiet
was decent.
Place.
yeah. Quiet Place is. What did I put as my? I thought most my pick, but June was not the best month for me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, June was a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna give it to The Bike Riders. Is probably the best one I saw in the month.
I think Inside Out 2 was a little bit better than The Bike Riders.
Oh wait, Inside Out 2. Oh yes, Inside Out 2 came
yeah.
out in June. That's right, and that's gonna be my vote. Inside Out 2.
That's also going to
Yeah.
be my vote.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good call. Not as good as the first, but still good.
It's good.
All right, July. This is a month.
So, yeah,
This is a month.
this is a month.
Deadpool and Wolverine in July.
Yeah.
Good one.
Maxine, Long Legs.
Dee Dee,
Long
one of the
Legs,
best coming of age movies of the year. Dee Dee, do not sleep on that film.
Sing Sing made its theatrical release and then
Disappeared.
gone.
Sing
Until now.
Sing, man.
Until now,
Mm.
apparently it's getting a theatrical
Despicable
release.
Me 4.
Yup.
I did not know that.
Twisters, obviously. I have
Twisters,
a poster of Twisters in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Powell, Daisy Edgar Jones, awesome. I love both of them.
Superman's in it.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, looking at the list here, Beverly Hills Cop Axel F wasn't bad.
All right.
It wasn't bad.
Oddity was probably one of the most underrated horror movies of the year. Probably one of the scariest of the year.
I think my vote is gonna have to be for. I just had it and then I lost it.
Mine's going to be Twisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's definitely Long Legs.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Twisters. I think, unless I catch. Oh no, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Sing
Sorry,
Sing.
guys. It's Sing Sing. I'm sorry, it's Sing Sing. Sorry, guys. That's the one I was looking for. That's the one I was
Sorry,
looking for.
That's the motto of Sing Sing. It's like, oh, it was so good, and then you just immediately forgot it because you can't find it.
Because you can't see it anywhere. You never know.
find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's gone. All right, cool.
All right, August. Bunch
August,
of great
Harold and the
ones.
Purple Crayon Month.
The crash out of the
Borderlands.
century.
It ends with us.
Oh God.
My penguin friend.
Alien Romulus, so that's not bad.
That's
Yeah,
not good.
Blink
Oh,
Twice wasn't terrible.
The Union.
Ooh, the Union.
Skincare was decent.
Mm-hmm.
Rebel
Deliverance was
Moon, the
bad.
director's cut.
Oh God, don't even get me started on. Literally, the only reason that there's a director's cut is because they get naked in it. That's it. Stupid.
I think it had to be in the contract. It was like with Netflix. Snyder was like, I'm gonna make this movie, but I'm getting a director's cut. And they're like, fine, but you could just make the movie the first time.
No, he can't. He can't because Zack Snyder is incapable of making anything less than 5.5 hours to where it's even anything. That man will shoot a week's worth of footage.
Okay.
Oh, don't get me started on this, man.
I'm not gonna
Don't get me started. Zack Snyder is one of the worst directors in Hollywood. He's awful. Awful.
Cool dude.
His action slow-mo bullcrap that he does is stupid.
I don't like it.
No, it's awful. It ruins any momentum of a scene, especially in a movie like Rebel Moon. You get an action sequence. It looks awesome, but every 2 seconds, a character swings a sword, and it's like, swinging the sword every 2 seconds in a fight scene. It's terrible. And you condense it down. It's like, oh, my shortened version of my vision is 2.5 hours long. It's like, go fuck yourself, buddy. Make a movie in 2.5 hours like everyone else.
Yeah. Or just make a fucking TV show. I don't care,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. This guy had a contract to make a part 1 and part 2 about this, and he couldn't fit it in 5 hours. He had to get director's cuts to make them however long. Oh, God.
Just a
Oh.
So, Trap came out in August. That movie sucked.
I'm like red in the face. I'm like steaming.
Speaking of the crash out of the century,
I never thought that in the year 2025 I would crash out about Zack Snyder. Oh,
Trap is good. Trap is very good.
Trying to reel it back in.
I've heard
The Crow
is very good as well. Crow, I have not heard say this similar.
It's not. Nothing compares to the original, though.
No.
Even though it's Bill Skarsgård, it still was not good.
Yeah, it's hard because
Blink Twice wasn't bad.
You know, I always meant to ask you, and I think I just forgot until now. I didn't like the ending at all.
I actually did not really like the ending either. I wish she killed him.
She should have killed him.
Spoilers.
It's been out for what, 7 months?
Yeah,
I can't do math.
It kind of took away.
It left such a bad taste in my mouth that she didn't kill him and was just kind of like taking the. I get it, like she's taking the power back for herself, but it's like she's capitalizing on all that stuff.
Like she turned into what he was, kind of.
Exactly. Like she's capitalizing on all like everything that he's built and done.
Yeah.
And maybe if there was another like 10 minutes of everything crumbling around them, sure.
I think it was a great debut for Zoe Kravitz, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I just wasn't a fan of that part.
So I'm honestly probably gonna have to give it to Blink Twice.
Oh, I completely missed it.
I saw a lot of bad movies in this month.
Yeah, there's a lot of really not good ones in this month.
Like I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I saw like 6 movies in this month, and like Blink Twice is the best one.
Yikes!
I completely missed this.
What?
This was also a movie that was just so hard to find until it wasn't. Strange Darling came out in August. That movie is awesome.
Yep.
If you like Tarantino style, but you just don't like Tarantino, there's your movie. Kyle Garner, Willa Fitzgerald are fucking incredible. That's definitely my pick for favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Alien Romulus because it's really
that was my second one.
Yeah, it's the one that really stands out between all of these other ones. All right,
I gotta rewatch Strange Darling.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's why we're doing this. September, Beetlejuice in September. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot more than other people did, I guess. But I think it was good. Oh, Megalopolis, the worst.
His Three Daughters is really good. I would really recommend it for you guys.
My Old Ass is awesome. If you have a chance to see My Old Ass, it's on Prime. It's really, really good. Aubrey Plaza, Maisie Stella, coming of age, awesome.
Rebel Ridge.
Rebel Ridge, great action, yeah.
Like Red Rooms, that's a really good thriller. If you really like your morally ambiguous protagonist, I would definitely recommend it. Speak No Evil is not as good as the original, but still decent.
Oh, we got Uglies.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's our winner.
The Substance
No, the
came
Substance is
out in
definitely my
September.
winner.
Yeah, The Substance is excellent.
But Transformers 1 is definitely up there too. That was
Yeah.
first half was kind of meh, but the ending definitely brought it back in a big way.
Saturday Night came out.
Oh, Saturday Night is really good too.
I gotta see. Different Man comes out tomorrow. I think on Max. That will be a very strong contender too for favorite. I would say.
I think my favorite's got to be Wall the Robot, though.
Yeah, Wild Robot's
Yeah,
really,
Wild
really
Robot. I want to shout out Will and Harper as well, the documentary.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, I think my pick is probably gonna be the Wild Robot, although The Substance is like right up there.
That's fair. I'll stick with The Substance.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next we've got October.
Oh.
Joker, Folie à Deux.
Slowly
Folie à
Doo doo.
Doo-doo.
Pee pee poo poo.
Yeah.
Hold your breath. More like bored to death.
Terrifier 3.
Oh, Terrifier 3.
The Apprentice.
Yeah. Sam, you saw Piece by Piece.
I saw Piece by Piece. That was solid.
Smile 2.
Thought he was very, very good.
Woman of the Hour on Netflix.
Also very good.
Conclave.
Good debut.
Yeah.
The Conclave.
Yeah.
Conclave.
One vote.
Conclave
good.
is really, really good. Thrilling. It makes guys talking about who should be the next pope actually really enjoyable and like goes by so fast.
Cardinale Lawrence.
Yes.
Cardinal
But
Tedesco.
the best movie that came out of October,
Cardinale.
easily the best
Bellini.
movie.
Mr. Crockett.
No, it's Anora. Anora came out of October. It's Anora.
Why is it not bold?
I don't know. I don't really know.
No.
I haven't seen Anora, so I'm gonna give it to Conclave. So
Yeah, you should watch Anora. I know it's kind of not on. I don't even know if it's on digital yet or not, but
it's on
dude,
Apple TV.
It's really good.
Yeah, We Live in Time is also really, really good.
Oh, We Live in Time is so good.
Shadow Strays is also super underrated on Netflix. If you like really just fucking gory, gritty action, I would recommend it. Sam, I think you would like that one too. Just
Which
the
one?
opening act, the Shadow Strays.
The Shadow Strays.
If
Okay.
you watch the first like 10 minutes on Netflix, I think you'll be sold.
All right.
It goes so fucking crazy.
You know,
There's one more movie, I think.
The Apprentice and The Outrun are the other two that stand out for me.
The Outrun is really good. I'm glad that Saoirse Ronan got BAFTA nomination.
Yeah.
I think for The Outrun. She was really good in it.
Yep.
Time Cut's terrible. Don't watch it. But watch your
all right.
monster. Your monster's good.
There you go. November. We've got a couple movies. I don't know why Absolution is bolded in November. Godzilla -1 got a re-release in November.
Great fucking movie.
Best movie.
Great movie. God,
I'm gonna teach Nathan how to speak Japanese so he can enjoy it.
Aaron, you need to watch it.
Yeah, I will eventually.
It's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Just watch it. Dude.
No, guys, we got
Here?
Best Picture winner Emilia Perez.
Oh, jeez. Guys, Red one.
No, we don't need to trash Emilia Perez any more than we do. Juror number 2 came out in November.
I'm so fucking tired of hearing about that movie, dude.
I know, me too. It's so bad, dude.
Heretic.
Number
Hello,
2
it's
is
nice
really
to
good.
meet you. I like to talk about sex change upper.
I need to watch this movie now.
No, you
do.
really don't.
No, you do because like it starts off innocently enough too. Like you go into it in the first 5-10 minutes of it, you're like, okay, this might be something.
It's like a struggling lawyer. I can sympathize.
And then they introduce to this big bad who's like got this whole tragic story, and it's like, oh, this might be interesting. It's a little weird that they're cutting through the song through all this, and then vaginoplasty comes on, and you're like, this sucks. This is terrible.
It's fine that he. It's
Just watch it. You just honestly, you just really have to watch it. And just be prepared to be mad at it the whole time. A lot of people said too about Emilia Perez that Selena Gomez's Spanish accent, because she doesn't actually speak Spanish, she had to like learn it for this role, even though her name is Selena Gomez and she's Hispanic. And they could have just hired a Hispanic actress. They hired Selena Gomez and then changed the story to make her an American who transplanted into Mexico because she couldn't speak very good Spanish. Anyways, people who actually speak Spanish from Mexico said that her Spanish sounded like High Valyrian from Game of Thrones, and that's hilarious to me. So think about that too when you watch the movie.
yeah, everyone says they like it's like Google Translate in a movie.
Yikes! All right, we gotta stop talking about Emilia Perez. I said juror number 2. That's really awesome. I like juror number 2 a lot. We also got A Real Pain, which is one of my favorite movies of the year.
And we also got Wicked.
Oh, Wicked, yeah. Wicked's very good.
And we also got Dear really Santa.
Good. Heretic's really good.
Yeah. Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2.
Flow's probably gonna
We're just like listing off movies at this point. Moana 2.
Yeah.
Queer.
Sweethearts.
Maria. Sweethearts. Yeah.
I know you like that movie.
Yep, I do. Yeah, my pick though, for me, the best movie in November is going to be A Real Pain.
Juror number 2.
Yeah, mine is going to be Gladiator 2. It's the best movie that I watched in this month.
Yeah, go watch juror number 2 and that'll change at the very least. Yeah. And then watch A Real Pain and you'll see.
Yeah.
That's on Hulu now, by the way.
Oh,
what is?
Have to rewatch it.
Real Pain.
Real Pain, yeah.
Go watch it. That's an easy one. It's only 89 minutes. It's an hour and a half.
I literally watched it while I was at work.
It's super easy. December. Night Bitch.
Movie that exists.
It's there. Y2K.
The
Not
order's
good.
really good.
Craven the Hunter. Carry On. I heard good things about Carry On.
Yeah.
Carry On's good. It's so funny because Carry On's good, and then like a week after it came out, everyone was breaking down how none of it's possible. So you just have to like go in,
suspend your disbelief.
Nickel Boys.
I've heard excellent. Cool. That is probably the one Best Picture nominee, the likely Best Picture nominee that we missed. I think, and that I think will get is one that I have to see.
I heard The Last Showgirl was good.
The Brutalist was this month as well. It got its limited release in December. The Brutalist is incredible. It's probably one of the best movies of the decade so far. And then at the end of the month, we got a flurry of excellent films. We got Baby Girl. We got A Complete Unknown, which is very good. Nosferatu, Connor, you love.
Fire Inside.
Better Man, which a lot of people are saying is sneakily one of the best musicals of the last couple years. So a lot of really good picks. September 5 got a theatrical release, although I don't know where to watch it.
Nowhere.
Yeah. My pick, though, I think is pretty obvious. It's got to be The Brutalist.
Yeah, mine's obvious. It's Nosferatu.
I haven't seen The Brutalist, but the best movie that I've seen is probably Lord of the Rings. Where they were here, to be honest.
Yeah, you got a bunch to catch up on, but that's all right.
I gotta catch up on. I do want to see A Complete Unknown. Actually, I'm gonna change my answer to Mufasa. Just kidding. Just kidding.
All right. Well, that's 2024 recap. We listed off a bunch of movies. But I know, Connor, you wanted to go through each of our top fives of the year.
Yeah, just we could do it quick.
Yep.
Just as a whole, what we enjoyed.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just each go like each of our fives, each of our fours.
Yeah.
Kind of that way. So
Unless
let's start off.
Have an honorable mention or two?
Yeah, I got one. Wild Robot. That's
Nice.
Really a tearjerker, really excellent film, but it's just missing my top five.
I have two honorable mentions. Gladiator 2 and Lord of the Rings, Where the Rohirrim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have two as well. I'm going with Anora and Sing Sing.
Ooh. Oh, Aaron doesn't like. Aaron no likey.
Okay.
Aaron no likey.
They're all 4.5 stars. So it's literally just preference.
Fair enough. All right. Number 5. Connor, what's your number 5?
Number 5 for me, I know a lot of people kind of maybe soured on it. I still really fucking love Long Legs. I thought that movie was really horrifying. Nicolas Cage is truly terrifying just to look at.
Yeah.
And I thought Micah Monroe did a great job trying to piece everything together.
Yeah. My number 5 is gonna be Anora. Anora's really good. Anora is kind of blew me away. Tells a really interesting story, really engaging story. Mikey Madison gives one of the best performances of the year. So it's Anora for me. For number 5.
My number 5 is Twisters. So I really like Twisters. I feel like I watched a lot of different movies than you guys.
Well, yeah, Connor and I had a chance to see a lot of like awards contender movies throughout the back half of the year, whereas you did not.
Yeah, so I watched a lot of the big ones. But yeah, my number 5 is Twisters. Really enjoyed it. Would recommend.
All right, Sam. What about let's go like snake order. So number 4 for Sam.
My number 4 is Monkey Man.
Ooh,
so
nice.
Another action.
It's such a great action film. I not much to say about it. We already went over it. So
yeah, we did talk about it in previous episodes. My number 4, and it's tough to put it at number 4. Because it really is one of my favorite movies of the year. It's A Real Pain. It's just so easily digestible. 90 minutes, great acting. Kieran Culkin is an absolute force in that movie. It's just awesome. I love it so much.
Yeah, my number 4 is Furiosa. Love the cinematography, love the action. Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth are dynamic as hell in this. And
all right, number 3.
Rolling with the snake. I got Challengers in the 3 hole.
Ooh, wow.
With my threesome.
Whoa.
I mean,
Mike no pun intended.
Fair enough.
Literally, I said it with my chest. Just every aspect of this movie I really enjoyed. The tennis scenes were just insanely thrilling too.
My number 3. Man, it's tough to put it because these top 3 are kind of like all even or at least close, like marginally close for me. Is Sing Sing, and it's a shame that not as many people have been able to see Sing Sing because it is one of the most touching stories I have seen this year. It is so good. There's so much to love about it. The acting is great. The story is simple, and it's just so well done. I mean, Coleman Domingo is incredible, so it's Sing Sing for me.
Yeah, my number. So I forgot one of my honorable mentions. I need to put Conclave in there.
As an honorable mention. Oh wow.
Yes. Anyways, my number 3 is gonna be Furiosa. So, I love the Mad Max movies, and it was just so fun to see them again. So,
There's just pure adrenaline.
oh yeah. And then again, my number 2 is The Wild Robot.
Ah, very nice.
I don't often cry during movies, but when I do, it's about a fucking robot.
Yep. I cry all the time in movies if they're emotional. I'm a little bitch. No, that's not true. Only half true. My number 2 is The Brutalist. 3.5-hour epic about the American dream that it works, man. It's one director's singular vision that he has had for years. He's been working on for a decade, and it works, dude. And I'm so happy that people are seeing it and loving it. It's one of those movies that if there was anything to revive theater culture, it's going to be a movie like that. And people are going out to see it, and I'm so happy about it.
I've heard a lot of people have said, like, putting an intermission in has been wonderful.
It's smart. I mean, it really breaks. And the way that they do it, too, is so well done. It works incredibly well.
So it makes it like an act 1, act 2. And
Yeah,
not
it
just like
is.
a commercial.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right,
All right,
back to me.
Connor. Yeah, it's you.
All right, my number 2, Nosferatu.
Oh, number 2.
It's no sorry.
Count Orlok, the GOAT, Bill Skarsgård is just awesome. I think we're at the point now of a lot of people are posting the videos. If you could still avoid it and see it in theaters for the first time, I still would highly recommend just waiting to see him on the big screen and get that first experience there. It'll give you goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
I still get goosebumps hearing his voice.
All right, and number 1, I think we all know where this is headed.
Yeah, am I kicking it off?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, we're gonna start the Dune train.
Mm.
The Dune Part 2 train. Man, I know it came out in March, but it's one of those movies where I know, like, I've seen it once, you've seen it like 10 times, 10 billion times. Yeah, it's 5. But
I own the steelbook, the 4K steelbook of Dune Part 2.
yeah, it's one of those movies where no matter how many times you see it, it's gonna be on your mind for probably ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, number 1's Dune Part 2. It's just, yeah, it's great. It's one of the best sci-fi movies since Empire Strikes Back, in my mind. It's just singular in its epic scale.
Yeah. Mine is just obviously just the best Christmas movie, Dear Santa. So, no, it's
Madam Web.
Madam Web. No, it is Dune Part 2. Like, you can't beat it. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that's gonna wrap up this episode. If you like what you listen to, leave a rating, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Tell your friends; it really helps us out. Lets us know we're doing a good job. And yeah, you could follow us on socials. We're all linked in the notes. TikTok's going away, so you can't follow us there anymore. But you can go other places. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Twitter and Blue Sky and Facebook and Instagram and all those places. So follow us there. Go to our website. Most importantly, we've got some really cool stuff coming in, soon. We've got some really awesome initiatives that we're starting up. So stay tuned for all of that. But, if you want to see us review movies and write other articles, go to our website, firstpicturehouse.com, and follow our Letterboxd accounts. You can see what we're watching, when we're watching them. You don't have to wait for these episodes because sometimes we don't talk about them and you don't hear about what we've been watching until 16 days after we did. So follow us on Letterboxd. And with that said, we will see you next time.
See ya.
Adios.